whoop, whoop. Touche everything. Episode 12. Got the boys in the house.
Yep.
Got Michael and Joseph.
Ayo.
They both go by their full first name for some reason.
We do. We don't like the.
You don't like
We don't
Mike
like
and
that.
Joe?
No.
I just like it when you address me properly.
Well, it's a respect thing, but I don't like. I feel like Mike sounds like a greasy plumber.
Mike the
With
greasy plumber. Mike and
butt
Joe's
crack hanging
greasy
out.
plumbing.
Nice. Yeah.
Mike and Joe's greasy plumbing.
I feel like my thing is just like with Joe, you hear people say like yo, and like I would prefer it if I were known as Joseph. And, like,
Yeah.
So like I know that if you're trying to address me, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear my full name, so like I don't have to swing my head around every
Greasy Joe.
Also,
Can you
both
talk
of
a little
our
closer?
names are biblical, aren't they?
accurate.
Yeah, I hate that.
I love that.
Sorry.
Greasy Joe. Can you talk a little closer to the
Yes.
the microphone
Can I
there?
bring it a little closer to me?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
can
an
adjust it
option?
however you need to.
Okay. How's
Whatever
that?
makes it easier for you. I just want you to be
Greasy-beasy.
comfortable. All right, boys. So went to the club over the weekend, and I felt a little old.
Tell us why.
It was a lot of like college kids there, and I was like, man,
That's enough.
yeah, that used to be me 8 years ago.
Are you not with it enough for them?
I don't think I'm jiggy enough for the club anymore.
Are you capping?
Dude, I tried to hit a sick little dance move. I don't know what happened, but I smacked my drink out of my hand and it spilled everywhere.
It happens.
So yeah, I was partying it up in the club, tried to hit a dance move, knocked my drink out of my hand, and I was like, dang it. I just spent $12 on this well drink with tequila in it.
Yeah, well, that's how you know you maybe shouldn't have been there. Unfortunately.
Well, if
Yeah.
I wasn't already picking that up from the vibe, as it were.
It was open till
The
2.
club itself.
It hit midnight. I was waiting outside for my Uber, and I'm like, man, I really hope this thing hurries up. I'm pretty tired. I got to get to bed.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
time did you get there?
Probably like 9:30-ish.
That's
So
early.
I
Why?
spent a
That's
good amount
early.
of time there.
You spent a lot of time there.
I spent a good amount of time at the
What
club.
were you
over the
doing in
weekend.
between 9:30 and midnight?
Busting a move.
Busting moves and spilling drinks on my shoes.
Well, he had to clean up the spill too. So there was
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Probably plenty
Because
going
there's
on.
that like sort of adult ownership over your disasters.
over your club room.
Yeah, I went and I asked the bartender if they had a mop. So I was like, don't worry, I'll clean it up.
Do you
I
have
got it.
napkins? No, please, I'll take care of it.
Please, I got it.
Also, I'm so sorry. Please spit on me.
You guys got any sick dance moves that you like to pull out? Say you're cutting a rug down at the local.
Nothing more than like the original. Like there's the shopping cart, obviously. I'm a fan of like the lawnmower, the
chainsaw?
chainsaw. You say?
Yeah. Yeah, start the chain. It's very similar to the
yeah.
lawnmower. It's an iteration of the lawnmower, but it's the chainsaw.
I like chainsaw so much more.
So the cool thing with the chainsaw is, you do like the ripcord pulling it thing.
Yep.
And then once you get it started, you go like this.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
just
sense.
start-
I've seen
you
that.
just start-
Yeah.
Wreaking havoc.
I thought that was some kind of rocket launcher
And
thing.
then
That
you
makes
murder
so much
people.
sense now.
Yeah, that's the chainsaw.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Or like all those like popular dance songs, like the Cha-Cha Slide, the Macarena.
Oh, we just have like
Those are always classics.
TikTok dances now.
TikTok dances,
don't even have
Fortnite
names.
dances.
No,
They're just like to a song.
this preempted TikTok dances. Cha-cha slide. What else was there?
The Cotton Eye Joe.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago.
Where did you come from?
You know it's about STDs?
Is it really?
What? Yeah.
Oh,
The Cotton
Yeah.
Eye Joe is about
Think
an
about it.
STD.
Think about it.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah.
Well, then where's like the whole like spinning around and dancing come from? Is this facts? Where'd you hear this?
Well, we do like
when you don't. I don't know.
Why do you kick your leg forward twice, then it back twice,
Maybe that's the recipe.
and then you like spin around?
isn't the hokey pokey like a thing from the plague? And like,
That's the ring around the rosy.
okay, that's fair
Oh
too.
yeah, he's right. He's right.
Yeah. Hokey pokey's got to be something. I know that now.
But yeah, I was in the club. I almost dropped Crank That Soulja Boy at one point. I was like, these kids don't know none about this. The internet's first rapper.
I don't know if I can still do it. I could definitely but that's about it.
I could stand at the edge of the club and just scream obscenities and ad libs.
Was I with you, Michael, that night that we like put on a like how-to tutorial for the Soulja Boy? And then
Definitely not. But like, what?
I remember being in a
What?
group
Where-
of people and we put on a YouTube tutorial of how to do the Soulja Boy. And like at some point, like you gotta like jump, and there's about 6 of us doing it. So we all jump, and we're in somebody's second floor apartment. So we all jump, and we're just like, all right, we gotta chill out. That was way too loud. The neighbors are gonna get mad.
What I want to know is like how well produced was this video? Like, was this like a thing that they put out in like a studio, or was this like some girl in her living room who was
It was
a
some
little too
dude
into it?
probably behind a school or maybe a shopping mall or something. There was a brick wall in the
There was a
background.
brick
I remember
wall.
that.
Cardboard on the
Yeah,
ground?
Yeah. We
No
were playing
cardboard on the
burned against
ground.
that thing. There was tennis balls flying.
There was no break dancing. Just straight crank that Soulja Boy.
As long as there was like a no loitering sign in the background. I'd be
Absolutely.
happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That dude was absolutely loitering.
Oh my god.
Cops trying to shut me down. I'm just filming my YouTube tutorial. I crank that Soulja Boy. I'm just trying to get my channel off the ground, officer. I ain't doing nothing wrong.
This is how you evade the police.
You guys have a favorite Disney actress from when you were a kid?
Oh god.
I'll give you a list here, and I want you to pick one of the 4. Hilary Duff, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Raven Simone.
I have my answer.
Well, I'm gonna go back to that Eminem lyric. Hillary Duff ain't quite old enough. Maybe next year. You know what I'm saying? Eminem
Da-doing,
wakes up.
doing,
Da-doing,
doing.
doing, doing. Yeah.
Hilary Duff is
You got my
quite old
answer.
enough these days.
She's plenty old enough these days.
She is.
But also at the time, she was not old enough, and Eminem was being like, "Hey, you know, you got potential." What the fuck was that all about?
Hilary Duff's older than us,
What are a lot
though.
of things about? And
Younger than Eminem.
But I'm talking us, not Eminem.
All right, sorry, I just reflect on the
Oh,
lyric
it was
there.
perfectly good. Like
Yeah.
we were okay.
I like the
Sexualizing
reference.
Hillary Duff for us at that age was perfectly fine.
Doing. I'm sorry. What were the other 3?
Selena Gomez is my pick. Sorry, like that was why I remember that. Raven Simone, Hillary Duff,
Miley Cyrus.
and Miley Cyrus. I was gonna get there. I swear.
Miley Cyrus, I
I was gonna be
think
proud of myself.
she doesn't do it for me.
No?
No.
No,
Was it because of her like twerking era?
No, and that twerking era was fine. You know, coming swinging naked on a wrecking ball, that's fine.
That was actually your favorite era.
It was fine. It was just fine. It was just, it didn't do it for me. She was just exposing herself for no reason, which is cool.
So does that mean you're going Raven Simone?
that's a valid answer.
Yeah.
That's very real.
You know, not everybody's first pick, but I'm sure Raven Simone appreciates that.
What's your pick?
Yeah. What was yours?
Obviously, Hilary Duff.
Hey,
She keeps popping up on my like Facebook for some reason.
Doing,
People
doing,
posting like
doing.
random pictures of her.
I have been getting a lot of Hillary Duff content lately. I don't know what's up with that.
And I like to look at the comments. So I screenshotted one. So this guy in the comments goes to a Hillary Duff picture of like her at the beach. Your delicious body is built for population, and that is a compliment. Duff, you are definitely so tough. I am so jealous of your significant other. Bow down to him. Then just like a bunch of random emojis. You ever see just
We're both just speechless right now. I don't know.
Breed me. Yeah. What?
You never see just like you see like a hot girl on Instagram, instantly go to the comments. There's a bunch of just random dudes in the comments, just like, oh, yes, so beautiful, lovely baby.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. The last thing I do is go to the comments.
Yeah.
You got to go to the
The
comments.
first thing I do is
What?
scroll by immediately and try to fix my freaking algorithm.
You got to go to the comments. It's so funny.
Dude, my algorithm's pretty messed up right now.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
I hit the comments on like the reels and stuff. I do that thing where like you watch it and then you let it go a second time while you're reading the comments.
Never ran to the comments so fast on this one. It's so funny.
Reaction button, something.
Or you know the meme like show Bob's and Vagine? You know what I'm talking
I
about?
get it, but no.
No. So if you go to
Put
the
a girl
comment,
on.
if you go to the comments on like say a Middle Eastern chick or something like that looks good, it's all just like Middle Eastern or Indian dudes in the comments. Yes, so sexy, baby. I love you so much.
I'll take care of you. It's okay. You won't have to worry about anything.
But what makes you say Selena Gomez? Just personal preference?
Honestly, yeah, I guess. Like, if the most real answer I have is like my brother and I bonded over being like, yeah, she's hot. So like, she's the only one out of those four that I have any real connection with. For
I've got
any reason.
a different theory. So you know what her character name was in Wizards of Waverly Place? Her name was
Alex.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm thinking that's where that's coming from.
Okay. Okay.
You know why I picked Raven Simone?
Why?
Because that's the future I can see.
Oh.
It's so mysterious to me.
You seen what Orlando Brown's been up to? He's just Eddie from That's So Raven.
Don't they have like a podcast now too?
They might. I know he was like really down bad for years. Just seeing videos of him, just super down bad.
Oh, like genuinely, actually.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like on drugs and stuff. I mean, it's probably not too funny for
That's
him.
not what I thought you meant when you said down bad.
for Raven?
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, he was thirsty. Cool.
Oh, he's not addicted to drugs, just horny.
That's funny
It's
as
fine.
heck.
It's fine.
That's the only context I've ever heard that phrase used in.
Down
no,
bad?
Same, actually.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's not doing so hot. Gotcha.
Yeah. But another Selena Gomez news, she posted a video of herself online crying about like illegal immigrants
I
getting
heard that
deported.
today, actually.
I have
Yeah.
Yeah.
not seen anything
Yeah.
about that.
And Amber Rose like kind of subtweeted her. If you know what subtweeting is, it's
Yep.
like posting but not actually like adding the person,
Mhm.
saying like, look at all these illegal immigrants that R-worded and M-worded like these innocent Americans. It's just like, wow, Amber Rose is coming at Selena Gomez right now.
Who's Amber Rose?
She used to date Kanye West, and then she was married to Wiz Khalifa. If I showed you a picture of her,
Was she not a porn star, or she was just like a model or something, whatever?
nothing like that. She was like a model, and she was like pro.
Yeah,
She's pro like no slut shaming kind of thing.
gotcha.
Okay.
But anyway, like, I stand by Selena Gomez's statement because I heard about that today. It's kind of like, where do you go from there? Because you say for your people just because of your ethnicity, like, sure, but it's sad for a lot of different people across a lot of different ethnicities that are being affected by this.
Yeah,
So it's just messed up overall.
yeah, it's tough to say.
Yeah, yeah. But to come back at her over that is rude, I'd say.
Mm.
You know?
The thing is, like, if it doesn't affect you personally, it will affect you systemically in one way or another. So
Yeah.
it's just perspective thing.
Both are presenting valid points, I suppose. There's no winning in any of this political stuff. It's
Right.
always he said, she said.
Mhm.
Who's the bigger villain in the situation?
Yeah.
So
It's like you use your stardom for a certain platform, and then it's like, how far does that get you?
yeah,
At the end of the day, you're just a.
Just a person.
I mean, I wouldn't say like glorified influencer, but like that's
I-
just
I-
like the
I would
highest
say
you can
so,
go.
though. I
Yeah.
would say so, though.
Like you
Yeah.
just are an influencer for the entire population, not just the people who are paying attention to whatever your content base is.
Yeah.
Or not just like not the entire population, but I guess everyone who like that's the highest level that can go to. Like what who makes world news that's not politics?
yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Mhm.
All right, so we'll go a little lighthearted here. If you guys could change your life with one movie character's life, who would you swap lives with?
Can I guess his?
Yeah,
I think I know what your guess is, which is funny.
Guess my guess.
I
Guess
And
my
I'm
guess.
only saying this because I said this the other day and we've been talking about it recently. I don't know why, but I was gonna guess what's Jason Segel's name and forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's not my guess.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I just know we were talking about that the other day, so like that was the
My
first thing that
guess
came to
for
my
him
mind.
is Gaston.
LOL. No.
No?
No. Wait, hold on. Did they take over my life too? Like, is that a part of this question?
That's a total swap.
Yeah. Like, am I,
Yeah,
am I
like you-
subjecting everyone in my life to whoever this character is?
sure, why not? Just
Oh,
for the
that's
sake of the
terrifying.
bit.
Gaston, let's go. Oh, no, I have to think about
Woo!
it now. Hold
I
on,
don't know if
give
I
me a
want
second.
that. Now that I think about it.
Do you have anything, or have you been?
That I want to swap with?
Yeah.
Did you say forgetting Sarah Marshall just because of Mila Kunis?
No.
Because isn't that
Kristen
like
Bell too? Why not?
isn't Mila Kunis like the love interest of Jason Segel in that movie?
Yeah. And then
Uh-oh.
Kristen Bell is the ex. And
Dude.
then
You're going for Meg from Family Guy?
yes.
Who isn't?
Who let you back in the house?
Who let you back in the house, Meg?
I don't know if that's my answer, but that's the first thing that come to mind.
The person I want to swap with. That's difficult.
You could be like Christian Bale and Batman.
No,
not
no.
that you're
I
Christian
feel like
Bale.
I would
I
seek
like my
out
back not
someone with more wisdom and life expertise. Who's like the little goat dude that trains Hercules?
I forget his
Phil.
name.
Phil.
Phil.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be Phil.
That's a very interesting choice, I think.
Yeah, I'd go for Phil. Yeah,
I
that'd
would
be cool.
love.
That's all.
I was
That's
going
a
more
whole other
so
direction.
more so protagonist here, but that's cool too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Phil was chill.
You don't want to be
For a bit.
Hercules?
No, too much pressure. Well, if you think about it, there's more pressure on Phil, but I'll be Phil.
Is there?
Yes.
How?
He was his trainer. He's responsible for. He was the trainer of the gods. So let's watch Hercules.
Isn't Hercules like a demigod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He was the trainer of anybody that wanted to become a god
true.
to rise up to the godly level, to prove themselves worthy
Of heroes.
of heroes. Yes, exactly.
What if you're Phil and Hercules is Kanye West? I already told you.
I do
who
my
I thought
best.
it was.
I do.
Wait,
Oh, God.
wouldn't Phil be Dre?
Dr. Dre,
No, not Dre. Who?
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Well, if we're talking about training Hercules,
Oh yeah,
And
like
Hercules
Jay-Z.
being
If I
Kanye,
if I was Phil, if I was Phil and Kanye West was my Hercules, I'd try to guide him and talk him out of a lot of things. But also, that being said, it's projected that Kanye West is going to be worth $2.7 billion this year. So I think he's doing just fine. So I don't think he needs a Phil.
that kind of train, once it gets rolling, it can't stop. What are you talking about? You can screw that up, but you'd have to try.
He's already screwed it up, and he got it back.
You know, they say your first billion's the hardest. So I mean, I'm still working at it, but you know, maybe we'll get there.
Absolutely right.
Eventually.
Yep. Yep.
No, it's going to be a pop. That's how it happens.
Alex, if you could swap with another character, who would you be?
So I wrote this down, and I was trying to think, like, who would I be? Would I want to be like Marty McFly in Back to the Future?
You want to sleep with your mom?
Oh,
Isn't that what that's all about?
oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's wild.
I don't like this question anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. My, how the turntables.
That's messed up, Michael. You hugged my mother the other day.
Yeah.
You kiss your mother with that mouth.
don't do more than that.
Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking like maybe Batman, like that'd be cool, but like I'd want some actual superpowers.
Which Batman?
Yeah.
It matters. Christian Bale. You thinking about
Probably-
Batman?
Probably Batman.
Also, Batman Begins turns 20 years old this year.
The little cap rolling on the ground scared me.
I know,
Batman Begins,
know.
20 years old. Okay.
This year.
This
Along
year.
with a couple of movies. Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire, 20 years old this year.
Jeez.
There's a couple others that kind of blew my mind. But anyway, yeah. Wow.
Whatever else came out in 2005.
All of those.
We were talking about Batman Begins the other day because I remember going to see Dark Knight in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was a sequel. I was just like, oh, everybody's talking about this movie. I gotta go see it. And then I saw it, and I was like, yeah, it was good. And then I'm talking to my buddy Kyle about it after the fact, and he's like, oh yeah, what did you think of like Batman Begins? And I was like, what?
I hate you for that because that was the best one of the trilogy. Batman Begins was so good.
Liam Neeson was awesome, but Dark Knight was the best one of the trilogy.
Wasn't he also in Dark Knight? He like comes back
No.
for a couple scenes? Yes, he does.
No. His daughter. totally bone. I love that one college humor episode. Batman can't stop thinking about sex. We did everything in an order that would surprise you.
Who's your, if you had a superpower, but it was like kind of lame, what would it be?
Meat vision.
Meat vision?
Yeah,
You
like
just
from
turn
Fairly
things-
Odd Parents.
You just turn things to meat.
I
You
actually
remember that episode of Fairly Odd Parents? Where
Yeah.
the dad has meat vision? Like shoots links of sausages out of his
it.
eyes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
They just like pile up.
That's Joseph's worst nightmare.
That's hilarious. No, it's not. That would actually be a production miracle. That would be fantastic. What are you talking about? You could just stand there and just shoot out meat for days. Nobody would have to die.
What about like you can turn to a bucket of water?
That was like the mom's power. She could like shapeshift poorly, wasn't it?
Was that her thing?
Wasn't it?
I don't know.
I swear
It wasn't meat vision. That's all I know.
I'm thinking there was another cartoon that did an episode like that, and somebody had like Wonder Twins powers, and someone was like form of a sharp, and I think it was Fairly Odd Parents, and like Cosmo was like shape of a bucket of water, and that was the whole bit. That was all I had for that.
Do you guys remember there was like a cutaway scene, like an in between episode thing of like Dexter's Laboratory, where it was the Justice Friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like the blonde haired dude with like 80s guy rock and roll
It
dude.
was like the Mighty Hammer or something, and
something like that. There's the Hulk guy and there's
Captain
like the Captain
Justice.
something like that.
I think Captain Justice. Yeah, I think that was it.
Fire, dude.
that was
That was
great.
so cool. That was so cool.
I used to love the
Good era.
monkey one.
Yes.
Mighty Monkey, I think
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, they like did like the Mach 5 thing.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
just
he was
had
cool.
like the hot like sidekick chick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the black one with like the yellow logo.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
someone
yeah,
with the-
yeah.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like if I had a lame superpower, it'd be to be able to change the degree in a room by like plus or minus 10 degrees.
Nice.
Say it's like 68 in a room and I want it to be 73.
Dude, so many dads would know instantly and get pissed at you. Who touched the thermostat?
That's something nobody.
It would come
me.
at you so quick.
Don't at me.
I think I would just do it at like I don't know, at like a sporting event of some sort.
There'd be some dad in there that would know instinctually.
At like a women's college basketball event. I just make it like a little too warm in there.
Yep.
And all the dads are like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's changing the temperature?
I'm just saying, be careful. They'll catch on quick.
Or just like even it out a little bit. So even the players are like, whoa, hold on. It's actually like lovely in here. What's going on?
Who's paying to heat this place? I'm sending my kid here paying tuition. Is that what the tuition's going to? Heating this gymnasium?
Yep.
No, that's
Yep.
just bodies. I think it's really
There's no
funny.
one in this place.
I think it's really funny that you asked that question though, because I've always had an answer to that. Like, what if I had like a bad superpower? I just
Yeah.
want to know exactly what time it is down to the second, without like a watch or anything. I want someone to go like, "What time is it?" And I'm like, "It's 9:53 and 30 seconds." But you didn't care about that last part.
In Hawaii.
It's half past a freckle.
What about like fractions of a second? Like it just moves so fast, you're just continuously saying what time it is.
Well, I mean, like if I had the decimal, I could do the fraction theoretically. Anyway, like whatever.
I'm just meaning like the decimal. Like it's 9:38 and 48 seconds and 6,000ths of a second.
I wouldn't want to go crazy. I want to go down to like 4
You don't want people to-
milliseconds
you
so
don't
that
want
I
people
could
to
do like
have
stopwatch
superpowers?
stuff.
If you're gonna have the superpower, you would need all of that information. Otherwise, it's just having an accurate watch on you.
Okay, so let's go down like all the way to like milliseconds. Like on a stopwatch, it's gonna have seconds and then like 4 digits past that. That's how accurately I want to be able to know.
Nice.
Dude, they'd probably use you at like Olympic sporting events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What like a low paying but secure job
I think it'd be high paying. I think it'd be really high paying.
for like a week every 4 years.
He just does side gigs like in the meantime. He's at like high school
Like
track events.
yeah. Who is this guy? How does he know?
I don't know.
How's he so precise?
There's no stopwatches. No, we got Joseph. It's fine. It's cool.
If you had a suit like a superhero name for that power, do you have any in mind?
Kronos.
Kronos.
Yeah.
Joe Kronos.
Jonos.
Joseph Chronosif.
No, I'm not trying.
Okay, I got another one for you guys. You find a suitcase with $10,000 in it. There's a name in the suitcase and a phone number. Do you return it or do you keep it?
Who says that name and phone number is the owner of the suitcase?
I found a suitcase with $9,500 in it. What am I going to do with a suitcase with $9,000 in it?
So you can only keep $1,000?
Yeah.
Listen,
I found it. Who's to say what condition it was in when I got there? But
I,
also,
I-
like,
I
yeah,
have
I'm
my
calling the
morals
number.
and stuff.
I'm calling the number. That's probably a big
I
deal.
will probably call the number and inquire vaguely
Yeah.
about what's going on.
Oh, I'm not going to inquire anything. Somebody's going to die if they don't get 10 grand. I don't know why, but maybe.
Do you happen to be in the market for new luggage right now?
Actually, no. My dad just got me some. It's pretty tight. It's like rose gold.
Yeah.
It's like hard on the outside. It's weird. It's
This one time I was walking around Sears and found $500 on the floor.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I found like a crisp Jackson on the ground at the bar one time.
I found $100 the other day. I was at this deli and it was in this box of candy because I had like their checkout section with all the candies there. I just randomly found $100 and I returned it.
Dang.
But I was like, how much would this have to be for me to not say anything?
Yeah.
I would return if it's over 500. If it's over $500, I would probably question it.
$455 in a wallet.
In a wallet, it's different. Loose money?
Oh, loose money that can't be traced back to anything. But like,
Under the right circumstances, I would probably return it without a doubt up to $500. Then I'd be like, this could make.
I could use
in my life.
$501 right now.
I could use any amount of dollars right now.
yeah,
but like,
accurate.
you know, I don't know. Well, it's like
I feel like my
you're
line's,
taking that moral risk too.
yeah.
Seriously.
I feel like my line's just closer to like probably like $200 or something. Like if I found $300, I'd be like, somebody lost this. If I found like $1.50 on the ground, I might just be like, nobody's here.
Yeah, there's a certain threshold. Like if you find a
it's hard to
$20 bill on the ground, like, yeah, this is mine now.
But like also like
Charge it to the game.
$1,000 is a lot different to a lot of different people, you know?
But at what point do you start to feel bad? So if you found $250 on the ground, do you keep that? Or do you try to look around and see if anybody lost that?
I think realistically, I would look around either way, and
Yeah.
even if I took it, I would feel bad, but I'd still take it.
I would
I'd still take it.
hold on to it
Wait
without
for what?
considering it mine for
See
a
if
reasonable period of
anybody brings it
time.
up.
I
Where-
would
where you
take a
gonna put it in your
reasonable
pocket? That's
amount.
yours.
Yes, I
It's
would take a
yours.
reasonable amount of action to see that it wasn't someone's in the immediate areas or that it could be recovered. And if neither of those things were possible, I would hold on to it and after a period of time consider it mine. Maybe, probably.
But what's a reasonable amount of time?
2 minutes.
Ah, context.
Oh, nobody's asked for this in 30 seconds.
That fell out of your back pocket. As soon as it hits the ground, it's mine.
Whoops! Sucks for you.
Finders, keepers, losers should have been faster.
You ever seen those videos that people film on TikTok? They'll drop an envelope with fake money in it, then they'll pick it up and it'll be right behind somebody like, oh, like, this is on the ground behind you. Is this yours? And the people will be like, yeah, that's mine. Yeah, I need that back, please.
Never.
People lying about it.
The gall.
Some
Oh
of them are
my
probably
God.
fake, but some of them are probably real. And people are just like, yeah, that was mine. The person's just like, let me get like a little bit of that, like just as a finder's fee. And they'll hand them like $100, say it's like $5,000 in fake cash. Like, here you go. Person will be like, this was not yours. This is all fake money. What are you doing? Just catching people in lies.
Well, that's just humanity as a whole, man. People are just superimposed and conceited and worried about their own growth. It's
Everybody's caught up in their own shit.
it's like you take what you get, which is like, well, you know, we're all in the same boat. Take what you can get, but people get greedy. People get selfish,
Yeah.
which is sad.
You guys big believers in karma?
Yes.
yeah.
Him not so much based on the response.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, absolutely. What I give to the universe, I get back.
I think
1,000 times fold.
things definitely like balance out, but I don't necessarily think it has to happen on such a pinpointed scale.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, in a general sense, I think karma's real. Yeah.
Yep.
I just kind of feel like be a good person and hope that other people do the same, you know?
Yeah, but you can't be. All right, I'm in the same boat as you, but like you can't necessarily assume and bank on people being the same because people aren't.
They really are.
But that's the wonderful thing about like, that's not just like karma, that's community and like socializing and
Yeah.
I'm sure it's different in
Karma
different
wise,
parts.
I feel like what you give into the universe, you get back.
Yeah.
Vice versa. So it's hard.
which can be demonstrated immediately through community by putting yourself out there
Yes.
like that and getting
Yes.
it back from your friends and neighbors and whoever.
Yep.
So, change the topic here. What's the worst thing you've ever eaten? Anything come to mind?
Yeah.
Things that were actually bad, yes. Like I've eaten rotten things.
Anything that's made you sick?
Rotten things. But things that I thought that were bad, like via my taste buds.
Spoiled milk. Worst for me, honestly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like things that are already bad.
Yeah.
But like things that you thought were bad. What do you have?
I'm trying so hard not to say pussy.
Just leave at pennies.
That was my immediate hint. When Mac Miller said, "I just eat pussy, other people need food," I felt that.
Yeah, I'll agree with
Sorry,
that.
I was trying not
I'll
to
agree
go
with
there
that
with the
statement right
curse.
there. I'm not picky when it comes to food, but when it comes to women,
I ate some bacon one time
excuse me.
and I was fine. And then like went to work. I think I had work at like 4:00. I was working a retail job. And then like 3 hours into my shift, I just started feeling so sick.
Dude.
And I just start bruising it into the trash can. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm just calling for the floater, the person that goes around to the different departments and just covers for breaks. And I'm like, hey, you need to come over here right now. I need to go. And I'm just violently bruising it. So like I'm still helping customers at this time too, like in between bruises,
Oof.
like still checking stuff out. I'm just hand sanitizing up. I'm just like, I need to go. Like somebody needs to come over here right now. So eventually they come over and then like I take my trash out and I throw it away and I go home and I'm just down bad for the next 2 days. So
Down
now I don't really like bacon.
That's crazy to me.
Dude's
Like,
down bad for bacon.
as a person who doesn't eat meat, I do not understand it when people are like, "Nah, I don't like bacon." I'm like, "What are you nuts? Like that stuff is delicious."
All right, I think bacon. I don't think it was bacon that did you dirty in that instance, but I feel like you correlate that instance with bacon. That's why you don't like bacon,
Yeah, that's why I don't like
which
pretzels.
is very unfortunate because bacon's awesome.
I'll still eat it if it's in something, but I hate cooking it.
You can is the smell because the smell could be associated with that as well.
It's the smell. It's the you cook it and your
You
place
couldn't
smells like
eat a
bacon for
strip
2
of,
days.
if I gave you a crispy strip of bacon, you couldn't eat it.
if
nice
I
little
had
Megan
to,
strip.
Yeah,
I've got a different story about that. If I had to, I'd eat it. Like if it was a life or death situation, but
wouldn't
normally I'd
want
be
it.
like no.
really.
But like sometimes if it's like in a burger or something that I didn't have to prepare, yeah, I'll eat it. But
What if like you're eating something and you're like, "Oh, wait, this has bacon in it."
How about if something has bacon fat in it? It's cooked in bacon fat. Like I'm just getting at is the smell what puts you off?
it's
You
a lot
asked.
of the smell. It sounds like it's a
Yeah.
lot of the smell.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Are you a breakfast sausage guy?
Yes, I prefer breakfast sausage over bacon.
Interesting.
Like a sausage, egg, and cheese is way better than a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Okay.
That's
in
the
my opinion.
worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wow, guess that's a controversial opinion from
Is
the
it?
guy who doesn't even eat meat.
Yeah, whatever. I've always felt
Yeah.
that way though. I was always so
Well, I
like,
feel like there's more vegan breakfast sausages than vegan bacon.
You're
well,
eating
I-
bacon?
So yes, I do agree with that, and I think they work like they taste a little better. And like I'm totally eating fake.
I'm just talking variety wise.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like growing up, it was a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yep.
Like sausage, egg, and cheese was also a thing you could do. Like I thought the bacon, egg, and cheese was the sandwich. And then at some point I realized like, wait, I feel like more people think a sausage, egg, and cheese is normal than a bacon, egg, and cheese. Like over it. Like I wonder which is actually genuinely like more popular and like where and whatever.
Currently in life, I do a Canadian bacon, egg, and cheese. Big old slice of ham. That's the way to go.
Respect.
That's the second worst thing I've heard.
Respect. Yeah.
I feel like the sausage is more common just because other
Fattier,
places
though.
in the world they do sausage more so.
No.
Like Germany, sausage. I can't think of another country off the top of my head.
Eggs,
that-
bacon, grits,
Eat
sausage
sausage.
every time it's coming out. Sausage. Yep.
What's your go-to breakfast? Are you more so a savory or a sweet? Would you rather have like an omelet or would you rather have like a
I do
stack
have a
of
go-to
pancakes?
breakfast, but I think I should let Joseph answer first.
If I'm hungry, I want savory. It's really all it comes down to. Like if I'm hungry, I don't want like a big old bowl of cereal. I actually want breakfast food.
No, not cereal, like
No,
pancakes.
but like cereal's like my go-to like sweet stuff.
Okay.
Like out of a big old bowl. Like my dad wouldn't buy like Frosted Flakes, so I would like take a bowl of cornflakes and just dump a bunch of sugar in it.
I haven't had cereal in so long. I walked down the cereal aisle today, and it's just all the same stuff.
Sugar smacks.
True.
Give him a smack, and I'll smack you back.
Cookie crisps.
You know what's going on?
Reese's
Cookie crisp
Puffs.
is still a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Really?
with the little like wolf or whatever on it.
and
Yeah.
there's like new Oreo O's or something, right?
Maybe Oreos.
As long as Toucan Sam is still Slim and
That's
Fruit Loops, that's all I care
true.
about.
I'm
I
pretty
feel
sure.
like the big ones are always going to be there. Lucky Charms,
Tricks.
Cheerios,
I
Tricks,
miss what was it? Honey Nut Clusters of Oats.
Honey
With, like, that
Bunches of
little
Oats.
Squirrel, not Honey Bunches of Oats, or like not. I think maybe it was just Honey Nut Clusters.
Do you guys remember the mini French toast pieces?
Yeah, they still have that. I
French
think.
Toast Crunch,
Yeah,
French Toast Crunch. And there was
Cinnamon
also,
Toast Crunch.
There was mini
Mhm.
waffles, too.
I remember the waffles.
I don't know what they were called, though.
I feel
think
like that was like a limited thing. Haha.
my only memory with
I think it's never
that
caught on.
was like it wasn't super popular, and then
Yeah.
it went to like an Odd Lots kind of store, and I think like my family got it there, so it was just like stale at that point.
Interesting.
So that's my only it's my only recollection with the waffle
Yeah, no, there was something.
crunch.
But they were just porous enough to hold the milk, you know? It was nice.
Gotta
have my nice.
pops.
You more of a soggy or a crunchy cereal?
Crunchy all the way.
Crunchy all day.
Like you pour the milk in, you eat it right away.
gotta-
Yeah,
be quick.
yeah. And then
Not-
like you pour a little more cereal in after the fact, so that like
But
it's fresh.
Not to say that the milk doesn't go to waste, because the milk after like Frosted Flakes or fruity cereal like Fruit Loops is so good. Like the milk after Fruity Pebbles, so good.
The milk at the bottom of a bowl of cornflakes with a big old spoon of sugar with just like whole sugar granules at the bottom, and you're like scraping them off with a whole spoonful of that. Oh my! Oh, la, la, la. Breakfast ice cream.
So I know you haven't because you're vegan, but Alex, have you had Milk Brand cornflake ice cream?
No.
It tastes like cereal milk. That's like their whole thing. It was like this ice cream shop out of New York that came up with this like cereal milk ice cream. There's like bits of cornflakes in it, but the entire ice cream tastes like that sugary cereal milk.
That sounds so ingenious.
I think I
It's
remember you
so
getting
good.
that.
It's so good. You find it like Stop and Shop.
I don't
Milk Brand.
really eat ice cream like that, but
Well, get some. It'll change your life.
I might have to get some.
Yeah.
I don't eat cereal or ice cream like that, but I might be sold.
Neither do I. When you guys were talking about breakfast, I grew up and I did go for the sweet. I would get French toast or something. I didn't know what to get. But now I just do an avocado toast.
Yeah.
The perfect breakfast for me is a piece of sourdough, sliced avocados, fried egg, sriracha, done. That's it.
You got any
Start of my
seasoning
day.
on there?
Nope.
Well, everything bagel seasoning?
I could, but nope. A little salt and pepper, sure. But like, no, that's it.
So like when I was a kid, we would go to all sorts of kind of places. So like the bacon, egg, and cheese was the regular thing. Cereal was a regular thing. We had like Hot Pockets all the time. There were
Breakfast Hot Pockets or just
Yeah,
Hot Pockets?
I was going to
Yeah.
ask that because I've never had a breakfast hot pocket.
Oh, totally.
That's a thing?
We had like breakfast hot pockets, and then there were like Jimmy Dean sandwiches we used to get.
The
sometimes.
Jimmy Deans, yes.
The Jimmy Deans were awesome.
Jimmy Dean's, yes.
That's when I figured out that the sausage stuff was
That
more
was a
popular.
sausage, yeah.
I think the thing is
Yep.
because it like freezes better. Is it probably like it's easier to mass produce and like
Probably
have a
versus
better
like
handle on maybe.
microwaving bacon.
But like, what am I thinking? We used to go to a bakery a lot of the time after like church on Sundays, and we would get like coffee cakes and all these like breakfast treats and stuff. But like, even after all that, before I went vegan, like the thing I would get for years is like if we were going out for breakfast, I was just trying to get like a BLT.
Yeah.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that's probably
BLT was always safe.
go-to
Can't go wrong
breakfast
there.
answer.
Unless you don't like bacon.
Safe lunch is usually a BLT or like a turkey club for me. So I feel that.
But going back to the cereal thing, you guys ever done the milk challenge?
My brother has.
Yeah.
I did it with your brother.
Yeah.
No.
Did you stay over that night?
No, I didn't stay over.
Dude, he was up all night in pain because the milk was literally curdling in his stomach.
Oh
He couldn't digest it fast enough. I don't know if you were able to. Did you finish it?
I finished the gallon, but I bruised it
Yeah. You
after the
yeah.
challenge,
So-
but
so
I was
he-
still in pain.
So he kept it down, but it began to curdle in his stomach with the acid and stuff. You know, like
yeah.
yeah, no, that I talked to him about that like a couple years ago, and he was like, "That's not a pain or experience I would wish on my worst enemy." I was like, "Dude, hilarious," but like, I'm sorry.
It's funny and it's fun to do at the time, but the aftermath is not worth it.
Well, I'm thinking about it at the time. I don't know how fun it was to do at the time. Picture yourself chugging a gallon of milk.
I would have done it again. What are you talking about? Come on.
Should we do that next episode? Milk challenge?
Yes.
I can't do that. I'll go banana Sprite though.
Banana Sprite?
That's
Yeah.
the thing though, right? Like it makes people sick.
The way I remember it was like the banana Sprite challenge was like the first one, and then we moved on to like cinnamon and then saltines, and then milk was in there in the mix. But I remember banana Sprite being the first one, and like also me and my friends messed up the banana Sprite challenge because it was supposed to be like 2 bananas and then 2 cans of Sprite. So we thought it was 2 bananas and 2 liters of Sprite. So we have this one video of our friend Dylan just like in the convenience store parking lot vomiting his brains out. Because he had too much soda in the first place. Like, what are you going to do?
Yikes.
Oh my god.
So,
All right. All right, we're done with that segment.
Moving on.
So I got another question for you.
Yes, sir.
If I gave you $100 for every minute you could stand, how long could you stand for? To put this into retrospect, if you stand 24 hours straight, that's $144,000 a day.
3 days.
3 days?
3 days.
That's generous. How much time do I have to prepare?
We'll say unlimited
You
time.
sit in your
So I have to ask
butt
qualifying
for
questions for everything. Don't at me.
3 days.
Unlimited time, you can have whatever you need, but the one stipulation is you have to stand. There's no breaks. There's no leaning on a wall.
Can I consult David Blaine for advice?
3 days is generous. I'd go insane.
I feel like David Blaine would have a lot of it.
You can have David
Good things
Blaine
to
as your
say.
coach.
4 days.
4 days.
If I have David Blaine on my team, 4 days.
I feel like realistically, somewhere around 2 days would be the max.
Yeah, 3 days is kind of pushing it.
2 days is a lot.
With David Blaine, 4 days.
David Blaine just coaching you. I did 5 days in the center of a block of ice.
With
Yeah,
the assistance
yeah.
of Muhammad Ali, I could probably make it a week.
I feel like it's not even money that would be driving me toward the end. It's just absolute willpower to not sit down.
Are people bringing me food? Can I figure out how to fall asleep without falling over? Like,
Oh, you probably can't sleep.
well, hold on.
If
The,
you
the
can
rules were
s-
you had to stand up.
If you
I
can
could fall
sleep
asleep
while
No
standing
one
up.
holding you up. Can you sleep standing up?
I feel like
I
there's
cannot.
somebody that could probably do it, and there's got to be a way to prove that.
I feel like you can get down to like a similar state of like torpor, if you guys are familiar with that. So when animals like really slow down their heart rate, so they only have to take like 1 breath per minute.
It's like a faux hibernation.
Exactly, yeah. I feel like you can get into some kind of state like that as long as you're prepared enough and not in your head the whole time.
That's what like meditation's all about.
Honestly,
But like the body has limitations too.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'd have to talk to David Blaine before I.
David Blaine hit him up.
I'd like to see David Blaine, David Copperfield, and David Lynch all in a room.
Yes, yes.
You guys ever heard that like there's you've never seen me and Batman in the same room at the same time. So there's no denying that I'm not Batman.
I am David Blaine. Watch me levitate.
I'm just saying, Elon Musk and I have never been in the same room at the same time.
Did you see David Blaine's stunt? He did it a couple years ago where he literally did, you've seen the movie Up,
Yeah.
where the house like launches. He did the same thing, but holding a bunch of balloons.
How many balloons did it take?
I feel like
I don't remember the
it
exact
was
amount, but it
just
was
the balloons.
a lot.
Yeah, helium's
Lighter than people.
later than yeah. So are we talking science? Are we talking David Blaine
No, just
magic?
straight up volume.
Yeah, we're talking volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He
a magician, but he's also a stunt man.
Hmm.
Like standing in a block of ice for 5 days, it's not magic. That's him putting his body to the test.
Is he really putting his body to the test? Like he just has to let go.
With the balloons?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I'm sure it's a little scary.
I
You're
feel
just
like-
holding on a stack of balloons. With a
Hand
rope.
There was a couple different things that he did. Another one that he did, he stood on like this pin needle pedestal, like
Yeah, he just stood on
a gazillion feet in the air, and just stood there for like a long time.
in like the middle of New York City, and people just walk by and take pictures of him and stuff.
Wild.
He broke the record
You
for
can't say that's just.
longest time to hold your
I don't
breath.
know. I'm not into like the supernatural, magic's debatable, whatever. But like the amount of willpower and mind over matter that man is able to do with the things that he does is beyond my comprehension for sure.
It's unhuman.
Who was
It's
Mind Freak?
My
Chris Angel?
Yeah, Chris Angel.
Chris
Oh my
Angel,
God.
yeah, I
That
feel
was
like
fake.
David Blaine was a little more real than Chris Angel.
Oh yeah. Like
yeah,
oh, and
and then
then
bring this pigeon back to life. Like I don't know, dude. Like I don't know.
Chris
then who was
Angel's
the
theme
dude-
song is way cooler though. I am the mind freak. Mind freak.
It's a lot harder. I feel you there.
He always
That's
do
like
the thing
hard.
where he'd like eat the camera, like after he does like a
oh
stunt.
my God,
Mind freak.
he had like the School of Rock spider hair too.
Dude was built for television.
The goth biddies loved Chris Angel back in the day. They were
Yeah.
all about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I mean, yeah, they did. Who was the other dude that did the street magic YouTube?
Those are
videos?
the two that come to mind for
Or
me.
was that a parody that I'm thinking of?
There was I can't remember the name right now. The Carbonaro effect.
yes,
Is that what you're talking
let's do
about?
that. Come on.
That was
yeah.
super fake.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but that sounds hilarious for some reason. Mostly because I thought you were saying carbonara effect, and I had no idea what it had to do with
No,
magic.
dude, that would come on like after
Was that also on A&E? Because I know Chris Angel Mind Freak was on A&E. That was the same channel that played in like Pawn Stars and Storage Wars.
I don't know why I was
all
thinking
that-
like
all that stupid
FX.
stuff.
FX. Did you guys watch Spike TV back in the day?
Yes! Oh my God.
I talked about this last episode, but you ever seen Mansers?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Mansers, 1,000 Ways to Die. What was
Dude,
What was
what was the craziest 1,000 Ways to Die episode you ever saw?
Oh, dude, I couldn't even tell you.
There was this one where this dude like hooked up this like cow heart or something to this battery, so it would like beat. Then he had his way with the beating cow heart and died.
How did he die? Was he like electrocuted, or did he like
Yes.
die when
What do
he
you mean, how did he
came,
die?
or like if it sounds like a lot of different things could have gone wrong here.
That sounds like the same thing could have gone wrong 1,000 different ways.
Which way?
The cow heart contracted too hard and it cut off his circulation from his pee-pee.
He got electrocuted via screwing a cow heart.
The heart itself gave out, and the clamp that was on it crushed his wee-wee.
I remember
There are options. That's all I'm saying.
We're gonna have to watch the episode.
What? All right. What was the show though with the Mount Midoriyama?
Dragon Tales.
Nice. It was like a Wipeout style show.
You're not talking. No, not Ultimate Warrior.
Beyblades.
Right. Exactly. It was like an Ultimate Warrior kind of thing, but it was this other show that aired on
Ninja
FX or
Warrior?
Spike, not Ninja Warrior. I'd have to look it up.
Something like that.
Was it Code Lyoko?
It's totally spies.
Yo, I love Totally Spies. I rep Totally Spies so hard. I loved Totally Spies.
The one cool thing about that show was it wasn't like a standard cartoon where they wore the same clothes every
I
episode.
love that about it.
Different outfits.
They were
Every single
fashionable.
time.
Spy outfits.
They
yeah.
were
So
so
fashionable.
fly.
Yeah.
G6s.
G6s. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep.
Speaking of fly, Michael, what is that shirt you're wearing? It's like a cashmere. It's got some texture to it.
You want to touch it?
Yeah, it's
I kind of do, but maybe later.
It's like so
Maybe
clean,
off
it's not even
camera.
funny. It'll
Yeah, I
never
don't
be
know.
cleaner than it is now.
I thought it was like warmer. It was like a little bit thicker than an average tea. Oh, it felt nice.
Does it just like breathes well?
You breathe well.
No, I don't. I have asthma.
So do I.
All right, what else do I got for you boys?
Hit me.
Oh, Joseph, what's the difference between effect and affect? So effect with an E and effect with an A.
It's literally just like the way you use it. Like effect with an E is like when it's how do you give context for this stuff? Like
you
that's such
were-
a vague question. I didn't
When
realize
we
it was
talked
gonna.
about this earlier. You were so confident, and I thought this would just be a layup for you.
Dude,
A
let's
lob
like
softball.
give us a couple of sentences and I'll tell you which one you use and why. But just doing it out of the blue, like
Answer the question.
because like you can use
effectually.
either of them as a noun or a verb, but like I would think generally like affect with an A is the verb of the two, and affect with an E is the noun of the two. Because like an affect with an E is like a result of something else. Like a side effect is an E because it's a thing that happened based on another condition being met. Whereas like affect with an A is like an action. Like if you are trying to change something, you're affecting that change with an A.
I could feel my brain growing after this conversation.
Dude, I think what he's trying to say is that mitochondria is the powerhouse.
That makes the most sense
Rough endoplasmic reticulum.
Yeah. Dude's got
versus the smooth
He's got
ER
ribosomes everywhere.
endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, I'll give you guys an easier one.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you trying to do here?
You have 1,000 grapes in front of you.
Ooh.
Each grape you eat, you get $50,000.
Are they green or purple?
But one of the grapes is poisonous. How many
Oh.
grapes are you eating? They can be any color you want.
Okay, wait. Although that does matter, but sure. What?
You have 1,000 grapes in front of you.
Yep.
Each one you eat, you get $50,000. But one of the grapes is poisonous. How many grapes do you eat?
1,000 grapes.
So it's a 1 in 1,000
Yeah,
chance
I'm eating
that you're
200.
going to get poisoned.
I'm eating 200 grapes.
200?
Yeah.
Are we eating them at the same time? Like, are we both feasting on the same 1,000 pot of grapes?
Oh, bro, yeah, that does matter.
No, you each have your own set of grapes.
Okay.
How much do you sign up for?
I said
He's-
200.
I'll do 300.
Piece of work.
300, but if you get to 300 and you're like, if I eat just one more of these, that's an extra 50K.
No, if I get to
Nope,
300,
nope.
I have plenty, bro. What are you
If
talking
I
about?
if
10 grapes is 500,
if
okay?
I
Honestly, I could have stopped
eat
at 40 grapes.
300 and he ate 200. If he chooses to do more, maybe I will too.
What happens if you get the poisonous one, though?
As a person who smokes nicotine sometimes,
Sometimes, occasionally, maybe
yeah,
all the
we
time.
all choose little deaths.
Yeah. Also, I'd hope that you'd suck it out of me like snake venom.
I don't think
I don't think
I
it
would think it
works
would
like
be
that.
instantaneous. Like,
How do you know?
Because it's not a snake bite.
Think of it less
There's
like
no
poison, like a
lesion
bomb.
that I have to extract the
No,
venom
you should-
from.
you should
It's
use-
just his mouth.
You got to use more suction. Is all. You got to get it out.
You gotta
just-
give him reverse mouth to mouth.
Just flip you
yes.
upside down and give you a pink belly until it all comes out.
Switch the Hoover on and save your boy's life.
I thought it would work like the Heimlich maneuver.
Do you guys know what the Sega Dreamcast is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I bought one on eBay the other night.
Did you
How
really?
much did you spend?
$180.
That is way less than I thought you were gonna say.
Have you plugged it in yet? And what games did you get?
A,
Sonic.
has not shown up yet.
Sonic.
B, it comes with 4 games. I've never heard of any of them.
Excuse me. Sonic.
Sonic. I don't think I got Sonic.
That's crazy.
You got like Metroid or some stupid stuff.
No, that's Nintendo.
Tetris. You got Tetris.
I remember back when flip phones
You
were a
probably
thing.
like Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt was my first.
That was
game I
also
ever got.
Nintendo.
That's Nintendo.
Duck Hunt was Nintendo.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you got the little pew pew that came
The
with the
Duck
game.
Hunt I got before my Nintendo 64, like on its own system.
I have 3 copies of Duck Hunt, 2 guns, and 2 NESs at home. It was Nintendo. It's a turtle. I just made a diorama.
I believe you. I believe you.
All right, after this, we're going to Dave and Buster's. We're going to play Big Buck Hunt. Losers got to jump in the lake naked.
There's a lake over here.
Boop! There's a pond. I live right next to a pond.
I like bodies of water.
Minus the water.
Yeah, I like bodies of.
You ever seen the cult classic Lady in the Water starring Megan Fox?
No.
This was back when she was like very popular.
You talking about Megan's body?
That was Jennifer's body.
Oh yeah, it was. What a fucking
Is that it? Is that the name of it?
Jennifer's body.
Yeah.
Jennifer's Body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
For sure.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Where did I make up the title, Lady in the Water?
Oh, is that what you were thinking of when you said that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm glad we got there. Yeah, Jennifer's body. Great
Yeah.
movie. Great
Yeah,
movie.
I hate Amanda Seyfried.
Zero.
I don't hate Amanda Seyfried.
Zero bad scenes.
She's actually fabulous.
It was all cinematic masterpiece.
Oh yeah, pure cinema. Jennifer's body. Pure cinema.
Honestly, great film. Fantastic film. Like I have few complaints.
But if you had to complain, what would you complain about? And would anybody listen?
No. Because it was great. Period.
What do you think you could do longer? Hold your breath or hold yourself up on a hanging bar?
Hold my breath.
Hanging bar.
Bullshit.
You want to try it?
It's here.
Well, you would just have to try both.
Let's
You
battle
know,
it
we
out.
would- use that pipe?
for both.
I can like fill my bathtub and you guys can try there and then we'll go down to the gym down the street.
I have
You
to be
submerged
underwater.
to hold my
We're
breath.
just
Like,
holding
that's-
our breath.
That's extra pressure. That's different.
Yeah, like
You're adding a whole new element to this.
You're in a pool and you duck down under the water and you hold your breath.
no. I
could-
can sit right here and
hold your
hold
breath.
my breath.
I
Yeah, then
could-
you're just gonna fake it and breathe through your nose.
So plug my nose.
I could.
It's easier just to go to a body of water.
1000%
It is not.
hang. We're not talking doing pull-ups. Just hanging
Yeah, just hang.
by my arms.
Just holding yourself up. Holding yourself up.
Absolutely.
I can hold my breath longer, and you can hold your breath longer.
Absolutely longer than. Wait, no.
You can't hold yourself up nearly as long as you think you can, and you can hold your breath longer than you
Yes,
think
I
you
can. Yes, I can. Longer than holding my breath? 1000% yes.
Give me your longest yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.